Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, April 13th, 2015. My name is Cliff Backus. I am the Chief Market Strategist for Push Button Stock Trading, and this is your daily video market review. I will be out of the office for the entire week this week and will not be producing video market reviews. I'm going to try and get one out during the week, but I'm not making any promises. That said, stocks capped a respectable week on Friday with solid gains, but uninspired trading volume. For the week, the S&P tacked on 1.7%, while the NASDAQ Composite added 2.2%. On Friday, the NASDAQ was up 21.42 points, or 0.43%. NASDAQ closed right at the very top of its daily trading range and is challenging the 5,000 level on the NASDAQ. It's also challenging resistance in the 5009 area. NASDAQ has support down here in the 4811 range. On Friday, the NASDAQ closed above its 21-day exponential moving average envelope right here. And because our 21-day exponential moving average closed above its level of 2 days ago, and our 10-day simple moving average is trading higher, we have gone to a buy signal on our 1 to 6 month timing model. Trading volume on Friday was fairly light. Volume was below the prior day, so we did not pick up an accumulation day. For you O'Neillians, the NASDAQ has been in a confirmed uptrend since January 8th. It has quite a bit of distribution. This distribution is keeping us in an uptrend under pressure. Let's take a look at the MACD histogram. On Friday, the MACD closed above the zero line, which is bullish, and we're also in this uptrend, which is bullish. Because we have two bullish signals, our immediate bias on the NASDAQ Composite is bullish. Let's take a quick look at the S&P 500. Friday, the S&P closed up 10.88, or just over 0.5%. The S&P closed at the very top of its daily trading range. It also broke above its 21-day exponential moving average envelope. And because the 21-day exponential moving average is trading higher and our 50-day moving average is trading higher, our 1 to 6 month timing model on the S&P 500 has gone to a buy rating. The S&P 500 is currently bracketed by support down here in the 2040 area and resistance up here in the 2120 range. Trading volume on Friday, like the NASDAQ, was fairly light. The S&P 500 is in a confirmed uptrend, has been since January 8th, but that uptrend is under pressure due to all of this distribution that we've seen in the past month. Notice, however, how the distribution is all moving to the left. We're not seeing any distribution. We have not seen any distribution in over a week. The further away distribution gets, the less important it becomes. And so the market's beginning to show a little bit more sign of strength at this point. That said, let's take a quick look at our MACD histogram. The histogram on the S&P 500 is trading above the zero line, which is bullish, and is also in an uptrend, which is bullish, because we have two bullish signals. Our immediate bias on the S&P 500 is bullish. What I want to do now is take a look at some stocks that we may want to watch over the course of the week. Just a quick note. All of the individual stocks that we talk about in our video market reviews are from our universal watch list, which you can view in our daily spreadsheet. To qualify for the universal watch list, a stock has to satisfy at least 72% of our stringent technical and fundamental criteria, and currently satisfy at least 62%. Out of our trading universe of 7,000 stocks, there are currently about 80 stocks that meet these strict criteria and make our universal watch list. These are the only stocks we review in our daily video market review. And for the most part, these are the only stocks that we use in our trading strategies. That noted, let's take a look at the first stock, PRA Health Sciences. PRA provides outsourced clinical development services to the biotech and pharmaceutical industries via 75 offices. The stock is currently in this flat base with a pivot point of $31.99. PRA gets a checklist rating of 68. It's in a first stage base. PRA is a relatively recent IPO. It also trades light volume. And so you may want to be a little bit careful of this one. It may be a little bit volatile. PRA can be bought if it breaks above $31.99 on 140% of average daily volume. We also have this little trend line in there, and so there may be a good early entry point if we break above that trend line on significant trading volume. Next, let's look at Tableau Software. Tableau develops visualized analytics software for various business intelligence applications. The stock has been in this flat base for about 7 weeks now. We have a pivot point of $101.30. Tableau gets a 68% checklist rating. The stock has been attempting to break out of this trend line, this downtrend, and can probably be bought at that level if it breaks through that level on significant trading volume. We want to see it trade above any trend line on significantly above average daily trading volume. If we don't get that volume, our buy point would be $101.30. Blackhawk Network operates a payment network in the United States and 21 other countries that offer gift cards and other prepaid products. Blackhawk is currently in a first stage base. You can see that Blackhawk undercut its prior base right here, which resets its base count at 1. We have a mini cup and handle going here. I would have liked to have seen the trading volume pick up a little bit more on the right side of this base, but as you can see, the trading volume has dried up very nicely in the handle, which is the type of activity that we want to see out of a cup and handle base. Blackhawk has a pivot point of $37.50. It currently gets a 68% checklist rating. Look for Blackhawk to break through that $37.50 range on at least 140% of average daily volume. Abiomed develops medical devices designed to assist or replace the pumping action of the heart. The stock has set up this 3 weeks tight pattern right here with a buy point of $74.70. A 3 weeks tight pattern is a continuation pattern and generally is not a good place to initiate a position in a stock. It's a good place to add if you already own the stock. Abiomed has a checklist rating of 72. We would look for 74.70 as a good point to add if you already own the stock. Palo Alto Networks has been climbing its 50-day moving average for well over a year now. Palo Alto provides network securities infrastructure products for enterprises, service providers, and government entities. The stock really doesn't have a proper base here. You could call it a 5-week flat base, but it really doesn't qualify. But because Palo Alto has done such a nice job of climbing its 50-day moving average, I think that the 150.44 area would be a good place to pick up the stock if it trades through that area on at least 140% of average daily volume. Palo Alto Networks gets a 76% checklist rating. Right now, Nexstar Broadcasting, which owns and operates 75 TV and 18 digital multicast stations in 19 service areas in 44 markets, is trading in a kind of a goofy flat base. We had this one day of significant trade, and then the stock gapped down the next day. This becomes our buy point at $50.45. Nexstar has a 72% checklist rating. It should be noted that Nexstar has very low average daily volume, and so this is a little bit more risky position. I would expect a little more volatility out of Nexstar. I would look to buy Nexstar on a break above $50.45 on at least 140% of average daily volume. Harman Industries manufactures high-quality, high-fidelity loudspeakers, CD players, amplifiers, subwoofers, and mixing consoles for auto stereos. Harman's actually one of my favorite positions here. I've never bought the stock, and it's done nothing but go up for years. Notice how Harman refuses to break below its 50-day moving average here. We're in a 5-week flat base with a $145 buy point. Harman gets a 68% checklist rating. I would buy Harman on a move above $145 on at least 140% of average daily volume. Mattress Firm's an old favorite. We've reviewed this one for several weeks in a row. Mattress Firm operates 1,225 locations and franchises another 136 Mattress Firm stores in 35 states, with plans to open another 140 to 165 more stores in the current year. We initially bought Mattress Firm off of this trend line. We did an add-on buy at $63.42. You can see that Mattress Firm is putting in a cup and handle base right here. Notice how the volume built as the stock built the right side of the base and then dried up as it started to build its handle right here. Mattress Firm has a pivot point of $70.42. It gets a 68% checklist rating. Note that Mattress Firm trades very light volume, and so it may be volatile. We can buy Mattress Firm on a move above $70.42 on at least 140% of average daily volume. The final stock I want to take a look at today is another favorite. LinkedIn provides a social networking platform enabling members to share their professional identity online via LinkedIn.com. LinkedIn on Thursday showed us a pocket pivot, and I suggested that if the stock traded above its 50-day moving average, that we may want to pick some up. The stock gapped above the 50-day moving average on Friday on very heavy volume. LinkedIn is putting in this nice flat base with a $276.18 pivot point. LinkedIn gets a 68% checklist rating and can be bought at $276.18 on at least 140% of average daily volume. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks that we have mentioned, please drop me an email. I am going to be on vacation this week, and so I will not be in the office, and I won't be returning phone calls, but I do check my email on a daily basis. I also will be watching client accounts. A reminder, if you've not already done so, please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place. I will see you next week. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, Technical Analyst, Portfolio Manager, and Partner with the investment firm of Ohanneson Liqueurs Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohannes & LeCours Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohannes & LeCours, Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohannes & LeCours Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohannes & LeCours Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohannes & LeCours, Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries and or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push-button stock trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push-button stock trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push-button stock trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push-button stock trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push-button stock trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.